Can you hear me, Mary?
I can hear you, and I started recording because that was the only thing I
Okay.
could figure out to do.
Okay, sorry. All of a sudden the laptop won't pick up our network signal. I've never, not, of course, today I have trouble with it. I swear everything computer I'm touching.
No, well, we still have to get new ones for the department. I don't know what we're waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, and it's all crazy, but if you want to go to the three, like on my picture
Okay,
and hit the three little dots that go across the top.
three dots that go across. I think we did this before. I don't see three dots that go across the top.
Did you click on my picture?
Oh, on your picture.
Yeah, click on my picture.
Just right where you are right now.
Yes, and then did three little dots come up on the right hand, upper right hand part of my face?
No.
John, is this a touch screen?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe okay, oop, there, okay. Let me see. Yeah, but I can't make myself a co-host. Claim host. What does that mean? Let me see what that does.
Oh, so it says Tracy Shanley is host now, but I signed in as you.
Right, but I think now I think we can, John, how does this go down? We've got a couple new things for Christmas. I don't know how any of this shit
What do you
works.
want to do?
I feel like I'm at the bottom of my screen. That's all right. I'm not gonna worry about it right now.
That's as high as it'll go
So
that
I
way.
should be able to. Okay, so when you clicked on my picture, nothing,
No.
You had to click on it again once it opened.
and 6 people have entered the waiting room.
Okay.
Oh, wait, switch, hold on, let me see here. Okay. Let me see if I'm able to, oh, I'm able to admit the people. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then I can keep track, Mary, of who's all coming in. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Tracy.
Yep.
How's everybody doing?
We're
Can you
good.
guys hear me? I was having a bad problem. I'm now on my iPad.
Oh,
Can you guys hear me?
yep.
Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Jen. And hi, Bridge. Hi, Frank. Colette is somewhere there. Susie's somewhere there. Gail's coming in.
Susie's light is there.
Susie has her light here. Yep. And then my cat is also trying to come in the picture. Come on, buddy.
It might just be the lights. It might be like an ethereal thing, you know?
Oh,
Right, exactly. There she is.
There's Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Susie. We could almost shout outside our door.
I know.
Oh, there's
Congratulations. Are you excited?
Tracy. Tracy.
Oh, me? I'm sorry. Yes, Susie. Mary's excited for retiring, and I'm excited to take her job.
And I'm excited for you to be there. Congratulations to both of you. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Susie. I appreciate it.
That's very exciting.
Yep.
Mary, do you want to switch your name to Mary Gustafson? If you click on your picture, you should get the three little dots will come up on your.
I can just rename, right?
Yes, and you hit rename and you can put your name.
Yeah, you don't want me to be Tracy?
Well, it's so funny because I did go to a Zoom meeting, and I don't know if you guys remember at the last Parks and Rec meeting, I had to put on the real Tracy Shanley because who came in, Colette was the Tracy Shanley and so was Mary because we were all using the same account. So we had to, I had to put in the real Tracy Shanley, but now we got it. Okay. I'm admitting people. Here we go.
Oh, how do I change my name? Oh, I see. Oh, rename. Okay.
Yeah.
Take John out of there.
Yeah, we don't need him.
Hi, Alexa.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Mia's coming in. Got a full house tonight.
Getting there.
Cannot find a station named Got a Full House Tonight on iHeartRadio.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
There we go. Hi, Mia.
Hi.
Let's see, Claire's here, Gail,
Hi, Colette.
Sue, okay. Colette is here. And I did see before I left work on my email that Jeff Jenks had joined already. Here comes Joe and Sheila. So I don't know if he's coming or what's going on with that. Sheila, you're admitted.
Hey, Joe.
How you doing?
Jessica's coming in.
hey, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila.
Hello.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
To you too. Yes, I see. Okay.
I'm on my phone, so I have very limited visual. I don't think that will matter.
I'm on my iPad, Colette, because I couldn't get our city laptop that I have to work tonight. I've been having trouble with all sorts of technology, but Susan Rottenberg is coming in.
I don't think it will be a
I
problem,
use
though,
an
right?
iPad too. It works pretty well. So
Good.
Yeah, Bridget.
Yeah.
It's Bridget.
Susan.
Jessica.
Oh, hi, Susie. So who do we need? Alexa and Mia? That's it?
No, Alexa and Mia are both here.
We don't have.
Oh.
They're on. You just probably can't see them on your screen.
I can't
Kim?
see anybody.
The only
Unless
one I
I'm
don't see
talking.
is Kim. Is
Hi,
Kim
Alexa.
coming?
As far as I know, Kim's coming.
I don't see unless because I'm having to.
Is
Yeah.
Jeff?
I can go shout across the fence.
Jeff sent an
Yes.
email that the Zoom link wasn't working. I can send that to him.
Yeah, would you please?
Yes.
Is that accurate, Tracy, when it shows participants 16?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we're pretty popular.
All right, I
know,
just
right?
sent Jeff the link.
Thank you. I can message Kim. Maybe I can, maybe I can't.
I don't think anybody's waiting to come in. I'll check
Well,
participants.
yeah,
Do
Frank.
you want me to text Kim?
Oh, yeah, if you, yeah, sure.
I've got it pretty handy here, so
Thank you.
no worries.
Okay, 2 more people are entering the room. Hold on.
I bet it's Kim.
Yeah, probably. Oh, Jeff Jenks and Kim. So
Okay.
there we have them
Cancel
joining
that.
in. So yeah,
Oh,
we'll
we're missing
cancel.
Asen? Jeff Asen?
Jeff Asen, no, Jeff Jenks is in now.
No, I said we're missing Jeff Asen.
Yes.
Alexa sent him another link. He was having trouble with the link.
Oh, I thought that was Jeff Jenks. Too many Jeffs.
Hi, Kim.
Hey, neighbor.
Oh, there she is. Yay.
Hey.
Yeah.
I signed in at 5:30 by mistake and couldn't figure out why you wouldn't let me in.
And
It's
now
personal.
Jeff Asen is coming in.
All right,
Gotta
perfect.
keep Jenks at the door.
Bridget,
Well,
do you
that
know how
does
to
work,
get the
Alexa.
participants thing off of my screen? How do-
There's a little X in the top right-hand corner.
There is no X.
Yeah, there is. Hi. Oh my God,
There is
the
on
old
mine.
boss and the new boss.
I know.
Alexa saved me.
It's, oh my gosh, what is this doing, Bridget? It's not.
Or just try swiping because you're on your phone. Or
I'm on the iPad. It's not
Jeff
letting me
Jenks, what is
swipe
he
or do
doing here?
anything. It's just,
Sideways.
okay. It'll be
He's a
fine.
spy.
Sideways.
Spy.
There you go.
Okay, we're all here.
Are we all here?
Yep, I think we can go.
Alrighty, so we can call the meeting to order. It looks like one of the first things we have on here is the introduction of a new board member, Susie Potter. I have not met Susie, so I'll introduce myself first. I'm Frank, Frank Spencer. I'm the board chair right now. And I think there's enough of us here we can introduce ourselves.
Okay, I'm Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Do you want to tell a little bit about yourself, Susie? She's a longtime resident.
Long time resident. Actually, my husband was on the board for many years a while ago. And he really enjoyed it, and we're longtime residents, and I'm just very happy to try and do what I can to help the community.
Wonderful, welcome.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Jeff Asen. I was the board chair until we had this election, which is still being disputed. I think it was an illegal election. I don't remember who voted, but a lot of, anyway, yes. So I was, so I've been on the board.
That's a fraud, I'm sure.
I think it was. I'm still protesting. I'm getting Colette to protest on my behalf.
And Jeff also is the photographer extraordinaire that takes all the pictures that you see on Facebook.
Oh, I thought you looked familiar.
I'm not seeing, I'm guessing it must be a setting. I'm not seeing Jeff on my screen, but probably.
Hold it.
You
I
have
want
to
that
pay, you have to
setting.
pay the big fee.
Gotta pay the big
I want
bucks.
that
Move your
setting.
up arrows.
All right, I'll go. My name's Alexa Filko. I am the student representative and I am now the secretary. I go to Berkeley High School and I participate in a lot of teen programming in the city. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'll go next. This is Kim Tarnable. I voted 3 times in the past election.
Thanks, Kim.
You're welcome, Frank. Anything for you.
She
Frank and I-
nominated you too, Frank, I think is what happened actually.
I did. I nominated him and I voted for him several times. And he's my wonderful neighbor back in my backyard, or I'm in his backyard either way. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Susie.
Thank you.
I can go next. Hi, everyone. My name is Josie Oldorf, and just wanted to welcome you, Susie, to the board. Look forward to having you aboard this year. So welcome.
Gotta get that laptop off, Jeff.
I'll go next. I'm Jessica Steinhardt. I grew up in Huntington Woods and then moved back almost 3 years ago with my 2 small kids and my husband, and decided to join the board because I live down the block from one of our parks and thought it'd be great to get involved.
And your legacy member.
I'll go. I'm Sheila Cohen. I've lived in Huntington Woods for 28 years. Brought up 2 kids that are now 31 and getting ready for 30. And I'm a teacher at Cranbrook in my other job besides being on the board. But welcome.
Thank you.
A lot of fun.
I know.
Hi, my name is Jeff Jenks. I'm City Commission Liaison. I've lived in Huntington Woods for 45 years, since I was 2 years old.
I was gonna say, you're young.
My absentee ballot was also signed for and voted by one of the members of the committee.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Sue. Say hello to John.
I will.
How about Mia?
Yeah.
Hey, Mia.
Okay, hi, I'm Mia Caesar. I'm the student representative and I just like to get involved with things in my community.
Great.
I think we covered everybody.
Okay.
Oh, we have Tracy, the new director, the new
Yay,
boss.
Tracy.
Yeah. And are we supposed to introduce ourselves too?
Sure.
Of course.
Okay, I'm Tracy Shanley, currently program coordinator with Huntington Woods, and have mixed emotions about taking the director job because I don't want Mary to leave, but I'm excited that I do get to be the next director. So it's a little bit of emotions going on, but I'm really excited for what's coming up for all of us in the next little bit here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Congrats, Tracy.
if you're a long timer, Her nickname is Wheezy.
Correct, Jeff. You are correct. Yes. And Jeff, I have to tell you, I did mention you in my interview process because I was saying, you know, the good relationships that I have with city commissioners. And I said, and one city commissioner in particular knows me as Wheezy, my nickname, which some people don't. So you were part of the whole process, my friend.
I'm Colette Newton. I've been with the department for over 30 years and getting ready to leave
No.
this summer.
What?
No.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's about it.
At the end of the summer, though.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
At the end of the summer?
Yeah, well, at the end of July.
You say this every year.
Not every year is COVID, Jeff.
I'm Jennifer Furlong. I am the city's senior outreach coordinator and have been in that position since 2010.
Welcome.
Hey.
I'm Bridget. I've been with the city for about 5 years now, but I grew up in Huntington Woods and I'm a program coordinator.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi.
And has a new baby.
You don't look sleep deprived.
Oh, I feel it. A 2-year-old and a
Wonders of
4-month-old.
All right. So let's take a look here. Approval of the agenda. Motion to approve tonight's agenda.
Motion.
Anybody second?
Second.
Thank you. And has everyone taken a look at the minutes from last meeting?
Yes.
All right. Motion to approve those minutes.
Motion.
Second? Thanks, Sheila. Any correspondence, Mary?
I do not have any correspondence.
All right. Public participation.
We have Publix here, don't we?
We
Yeah.
do.
Oop, you're in charge.
That's,
Sorry.
That's, all right. That's okay, Jeff. Gail, I see you're at the bottom there. How you doing tonight?
Good. I'm trying to, yeah, I did unmute myself. I know that the railing is up. Nobody's going into the building, but at least we did see the railing in front of the rec center. Waiting to find out a little more about, we had talked a little bit about a suggestion that sometime it might be nicer to try to do something on the little gazebo at the back of the city hall to try to keep us warmer in there where the seniors are meeting. And we noticed that it got fully enclosed. And I think that Amy is working on trying to do something because we can't be totally closed in, because then there's no ventilation and it's even a smaller area that we would have to, you know, comply with COVID under. So I don't know what they're doing on that as to whether there were requirements or plans on how to do it, but you say something and it got done.
Gail, Steve already did do something to open that up also.
Okay, I went yesterday and hadn't seen it. I didn't go out in today's snow.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Welcome,
All
Susie.
right.
Thank you.
Does anybody else have any participation this evening? Any comments? All right. Looks like we're on to items of business. Mary, you were talking about the staff reporting on what they do this evening.
Yep, I asked them all to come. I think it's good at least, you know, get their faces so everybody knows who they are and you get a little sense of what it is that they do. So yeah, I asked them each to come. Now I know Bridget, she has to get some kids to bed soon. So I told her, you can go first and you can leave once you're done.
Thank you. I can hear them crying downstairs.
Why don't you get started, Bridge?
Sure. So we just finished up our first Nailed It baking challenge, which was so cute. We had 34 people register, and the challenge was to make a 2-tiered snowman cake top. And so we had people from 5 years old to I don't know how old participate, and they were so cute, and everyone had a different interpretation of how to create it. And then we had 3 judges pick their favorite out of them. We're going to do another challenge in February and in March too. So that was really fun, something we could do at home, but still do it together. Busy working on getting the pool ready for the summer and hiring lifeguards. So if you guys know anybody interested, you have to be 16 years old and American Red Cross certified. So we're accepting applications now until March 5th. I think that's basically what I got. We also have some online classes going on. If anyone has something that they're interested in participating in, let me know and I can see if we can put something together too.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Who'd like to go next?
I can go
Colette?
next.
Oh, go ahead.
Colette's is the longest one. She should maybe go last.
Yeah, I saw the document.
I can go and then, okay. Just a couple things that are going on with Teen Council and Alexa, who is here as our new secretary for the advisory board, is on the Teen Council board as well. And then Mia Caesar, who's here, also comes to Teen Council. So it's nice to have the crossover there. We had a really successful mask sale over the holidays. We did it as a fundraiser and we sold Huntington Woods masks. Really cute. We've been meeting twice a month on Zoom and we've had between 25 and 35 teens attend our Zoom meetings, which is great. We usually have that in person. So it's nice that we still have the numbers that we would see if we were meeting in person. We do different themes with our meetings just to kind of keep things creative and to keep the teens engaged. We're doing a theme for meetings. We have 7-Eleven gift card giveaway at the end of each meeting for the participants. We talk about fun facts, and we've done Kahoot trivia games. We had a dance party, scavenger hunts. We've done charades, and that's all amongst the business we usually handle, like volunteering for the community, what's coming up at schools and in the city of Huntington Woods. For those of you who don't know, we do follow Robert's Rules of Order with our meeting. And so what's nice is these kids who are very young are getting a taste of what it's like to be a part of a meeting that does follow these Robert's Rules of Order. So that's really great. And Jessica Gervitz is currently our council coordinator and she runs a great meeting. We are looking to have some fun coming up. We're going to be doing a bonfire and s'mores night on February 11th. And we have about 35 teens that are registered for that. So that's great. It's going to be wearing masks, social distancing, outdoor fun in the middle of February. We just had a pre-lead mini workshop, which is the first workshop that teens go to when they want to be an LIT, which is a leader in training, so they can volunteer at community programs. We also have coming up our youth symposium that we always attend every year. That is a weekend long workshop for teens, got canceled because of COVID in 2020. So we are holding 3 mini workshops through the months of February, March, and April. And our first one is coming up on February 13th, and it's a workshop on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Jessica Van is the speaker, so we're really excited. So some members of the Huntington Woods Teen Council will be able to attend that. And what's great is that it's offered to all teen groups throughout the state of Michigan, because it's through Michigan Recreation and Park Association. So that'll be really fun. If you guys haven't checked out the anti-racism calendar that the teens put together, Alexa was instrumental in putting that together and did a phenomenal job. You can check that out. It is on the city website. And I think we posted it on our Facebook and stuff like that, but it's just following along with the city's new anti-racism plan that was put into place in October, and to give the community some ideas on what they can do to be more involved in, being diverse and things like that. So it's pretty amazing. I'm sorry, just a couple more things. Fruit camps, we are looking to do in-person fruit camps this summer. However, it's going to look completely different than what it has in the past. I'm thrilled that we get to do the in-person. Information is going to be out to the public on February 18th in regards to how we're doing live lottery, the specifics about how we're handling things with COVID and all the protocols, when lottery forms will be due. The biggest difference is going to be that we cannot have as many kids in camp as we normally do. We usually have 240 kids a day, and per protocol right now, we can only have 40 per day. So that's going to be a big drop in kids that can attend. So we're adjusting how many sessions people can actually get to try to get as many kids as we can to get at least one session of fruit camp. So we're working on that. So that information will be out again about February 18th. So people can look for that. We're going to put it on social media, emails, and things like that. One of the other big things too is because we do have the limited spots now, we won't be opening up the camp to non-residents. So it will be for Huntington Woods residents only this summer. So hopefully that will help with everybody who wants to get a session to be able to get a session. We just had our all bundled up Winterfest on Sunday. It was hilariously fun. And people were impressed that when Huntington Woods holds a Winterfest, it actually includes snow because it snowed the entire time. But we got to skate on the skating rink. We had hot chocolate, a bonfire, some great music. And then Oakland County Parks and Rec came and brought different activities. They did snow painting and pretend ice fishing, which the kids loved. So that was a big help. And I just want to do a shout out to Steve W., Daniel, and Bridget for all their help with it. It was fantastic. And just a real quick thing about, taking on the new role of the director here pretty soon, that I'm absolutely positively thrilled about it. And I'm looking forward to working with everybody. And I've learned a lot from my mentor, Mary Gustafson, who's going to be terribly missed. And I just want to thank her for everything that she has done for me over our years together. So thank you for that, Mary.
I won't be far away.
I know. Oh, trust me, you're on speed dial, my friend. On speed dial.
Thank you, Grace. Also, just a quickie in regards to your Winterfest and the ice rink, big shout out to Jim Rusk and his ice rink crew who made it happen. They volunteered
Absolutely.
tons and tons of hours, labor, even money to put it all together. So
Absolutely.
Thanks to Jim.
And there was a resident, I didn't get her name. She dropped off a giant plastic tub full of ice skates to donate to keep at the ice rink. So if people were to show up and didn't have skates, she had kid sizes, adult sizes. The thing was packed solid. So we left it hoping that people who came to the rink going forward, if they didn't have skates, they could borrow a pair there. So that was pretty nice too. Yeah.
Cool. Oh.
Do you want to
Right,
go,
who is
Jen, or do you want
next?
me to?
Who are you again?
I can go. I just wanted to say that since COVID has started, I've been mostly working remotely, and my job responsibilities have really shifted. Before COVID, we did a lot of in-person things: Monday lunch, pen pals, movies, blood pressure clinics, et cetera. Now it's more about reassurance calls, and we started a new thing where I print out a list once a month for people that are having birthdays. I think 68 and older is where we started, and calling them just to wish them a happy birthday, but also gives me a chance to check in on them, get to know them. I've met a lot of people over the phone, obviously, that I didn't know about in Huntington Woods, so that's been really nice. Of course, right now everybody is calling to try to get their COVID vaccine. So I've been giving out resources of where they can call and try to save their spot, which, if I am hearing correctly, that most people are able to get one fairly quick older adults anyways. Let's see, what else? Oh, we created a new hotline for Huntington Woods Cares, just to let people know that we're out there. So you can email me anytime at hwcares@hwmi.org, and I will get back with you, or you can call me directly at the hotline number, which is 248-581-2712. Let's see. Oh, a huge thing that I was involved with every single day, obviously, was transportation. That has been on hold since March, but we've been able to accommodate pretty much everybody with the Smart Connector bus. So thanks to them and to Dan Whitehouse, who is also a resident. The National Honor Society has been assisting, and Todd Fedor has been assisting with seniors that want to attend Zoom meetings or download books or music or all kinds of different things. Let's see. There is a letter going out in everybody's water bill. Some of you may have already received it, just with information on how to get a hold of the hotline, and then local national resource guide that has, I don't know, 50 different resources on it.
Jen, can I interrupt for a second?
Sure, of course.
So I work in healthcare, and we've been hearing a lot of people don't feel so well after their second vaccine.
Right.
So if you're getting information about any of the older residents getting their second vaccination, you might want to add them to like a call list to check in on them and see how they're feeling afterwards.
Absolutely. Yep. So far, everybody that I have talked to that has gotten their second vaccine in Huntington Woods has just, been like had a headache or was tired the next day. I've heard, all kinds of stories from other people, but so far, the people that I know about have been okay. Knock on wood. So, Colette, am I missing anything?
You are. I wrote it down and I'm excited to share it. Jennifer has a huge resource list that I probably started when the flood happened, and she was keeping names and addresses of everybody. And then she's got her transportation list. She's got all sorts of lists, and they've all been combined. And between her and Jan, they've been adding all the names to RecPro. And you can finish with this, Jen.
So we have close to 900 people years older in here, and we're adding their last name, first name, address, primary phone number, secondary phone number, email address, emergency contact, and stuff that they may have done with us, whether it's using the bus, participated in HART, the health fair, Monday lunch. So it's great.
I think, isn't Mia helping you with something, Jen?
She is helping me with birthday calls, because for anybody that didn't give us their correct birthday, we put it in as January 1st. So when I went to go do my birthday, there were a ton. So she's calling to verify their birthdays, so we can get them in the right category.
That's awesome, Mia. Thank you.
Of course, I'm glad to help.
We're glad to have you help.
Jen, I would like to add something. You had mentioned that you've reached out to seniors regarding the vaccine. And I know you're on my distribution list that I send out on Saturday for the Sunday Zoom. And I've also been sending things out to seniors regarding vaccines. And I have a limited list of seniors. I'm sure you have access to a much larger grouping of people in Huntington Woods. And you are more than welcome to distribute that information to a larger range of people than I can.
Thank you very much, and I will definitely take you up on that, and we'll put something together and send it out. So thank
And
you.
if you have any questions, feel free to contact me.
Thank you.
Jen, Heidi might, Heidi, the city clerk, might be able to help you with enlarging that list. They used to have birth date, or at least birth year. They were supposed to delete it. It may still exist, and she may be able to give you additional names that you could call and see if they're interested.
Okay, thank you. I will reach out to her.
I think, Jennifer, isn't that part of your list? Because Jeff, you're talking about like the voter registration list?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But I've had an updated one, so.
Okay. I think that's where a lot of the 00 birthdays came in, is because when they didn't have birthdays.
Any of the new data was not supposed to have birthdays in it.
Oh,
but it
okay.
may have birth years, because I think we're probably close to 2000 senior.
Oh, okay. Well, 900 is an excellent start.
Oh, it's
and
great. It's great.
I have to say, I think we're all really, really proud of the work that Jennifer always does, but especially through COVID. She has been so on top of everything and has been an amazing resource for anyone who calls, and her reassurance calls are 7 days a week. It's amazing. Her work is never done, and she does an amazing job.
You're here. All of you. All of you do.
Yeah, we do. But I mean, during this time, what she's doing is especially amazing.
And it's very valuable right now.
Very valuable.
There's a lot of lonely people out there that just want to talk on the phone. I mean, which is fine. And I will, sometimes spend 5 minutes on the phone, or sometimes an hour on the phone. I'm here for, so. And I have reassurance calls that I do 7 days a week. So, but it's my pleasure.
Thank you.
It's awesome. So I guess I can go. I did have Mary I started putting a list together of just things that I typically do. And, specifically from the last meeting to the next meeting. And it was so long, but there are things that I really wanted to talk about to make you aware of. I do the newsletter. I don't know if everyone knows that or not, but that is a huge undertaking. Also the 60 plus newsletter, which goes out 6 times a year during COVID, when most of our services are on hold. We're not doing one until they start back up. We did a big resource one in October, November, December, which Jeff, your picture was on the front of. Thank you very much, by the way. We will use you anytime you're willing to do that for us. Working now with Bridget on when I leave, she'll be taking over the 60 plus newsletter. We use a program called InDesign. It's an Adobe product, which she knows a little bit about, but not tons. So trying to get her used to using InDesign. She is working on, we're going to do a 60 plus newsletter, another resource guide that will only be online, and then also a new resident packet for City Hall, both InDesign that Bridget will be working on. So we're doing that right now. Because we don't have senior trips, which I also do, Oakland County has been doing some really cool educational, historical talks, maybe once a month. We've been sending those out, gathering as much resources as we can, like the DIA, the free DIA Zoom talks, Michigan Chamber Works information, anything we can. Bridget found a lot of different exercise resources on YouTube and whatnot. So we've been using our Rec Pro system, which is our recreation registration program, and direct emailing 60 and over these resources and programs that we have. That has worked out amazingly well. We've also been really trying to get people to make sure they're in the system so they do get our emails. Also working with Amy Sullivan about promoting her weekly e-blast, same reason, to get more people you know, in line with what's going on, let them know what's going on. I've also one thing that Jennifer didn't mention is in December, we had an amazing, it was so amazing. We always have a senior lunch, or historically we've had a senior lunch at Farina's. When they sold, we didn't have an option. We were talking about going to Tapestry, then COVID came. Over 4th of July, we did a delivery to people's homes, and it worked out really well, and decided we were going to use the same format for the holiday senior party. We got a sponsor restaurant who charged us, you know, a super fair price, and the senior advisory committee threw in money. So we were able to have over 60 seniors. We delivered meals. We give them little tchotchkes. We hired musician and had a like Zoom entertainment, and it was as good as I could have hoped during COVID. And probably even if it wasn't COVID, it was as good as I could have hoped, honestly. It was really, really great. So that was, Jen and I work on that every year, and it was really amazing. In January, I'm skipping all over, but you have the thing if you want to ask any questions. But this month I've been working on reconfirming all the concerts from last year. We're going to hopefully have them this summer. I had the horrible decision of having to go back to Burton Field because it's bigger for more space. So we are anticipating having the concerts on Burton Field. The lineup is awesome. We're also working on, this is the 50th year of 4th of July in Huntington Woods. So we're working on whatever we can do to beef up the offerings, really commemorate the golden anniversary. Weezy had a great idea of doing the 50 things that people love about Huntington Woods. And we've, Amy put it in her weekly e-blast, and I've gotten quite a few, and already talked to the t-shirt people about doing a commemorative t-shirt with all 50 things on the back. Excited about that. Other things like my golf league. Most of the stuff I'm talking about is things that I do anyway, regardless of during COVID. This is a super busy time for me. But one thing that is specific to COVID is we're going to have a big truck parade, which we've never had before. And it is literally every department in the city is participating in one way or another, which I think is super, super cool. I can't remember ever doing something like this, but we have, you know, the rec center, we're putting together some supportive games and things. If people want to sign up, they can get truck and superhero worksheets sent to them, you know, just for fun. We have the library is doing, or Tanya is doing truck theme that week for her story time. DPW and public safety are each putting things in. Alliance is putting an ambulance in. Berkeley Public Safety is putting things in. DPW is putting things in. Beverly Hills is putting some things in. I have a historic fire truck coming, and we're getting some really good feedback on it, and I'm really excited about it. And who
teen
knows,
council.
maybe, oh yeah,
And the
teen
teen
council,
council.
thank you.
What?
So it's super fun. Who knows, it could be an annual event, you know, through COVID and non-COVID alike. Another thing, Jennifer, Mary, and I have all been kind of trying to bring COVID shots to Huntington Woods with no avail. I just don't think they're ready to do that yet, but if and when they are. I think we've got some good contacts out there. So hopefully we'll hear about that soon. I'm working on a historic home tour. The men's club gave me money. I've already got the signs. They're one of the many things in my office, but they are the city logo, and then they say historic significance. They're just yard signs. But as opposed to like Hank's amazing historical home tour, this is more fun and for kids on bikes, whatnot, to find the signs. Jeff Ason's house, I will ask everybody, but I'm thinking Jeff Ason's house will be one of historic significance because he's not only Uncle Sam, but he's our city photographer. I'm sure my mom's house will be one of the houses. Who knows if you have an idea of fun facts. We'll have about 36 houses on that home tour, and that's the end of March.
Mayor Gillum, don't forget Mayor Gillum.
I've already talked to him and Bob.
Your first female city commissioner?
Good one, Jessica.
Oh, is that
I
your
like
mother?
Yeah. Another thing that Mary, Jan, and I have been working on since the new protocols are in order for COVID is we're going to open up the gym for open gym time, and on Saturdays that you have to pre-register 45-minute slots, blah, blah, blah. We've got a lot of rules and regulations, but I still think it will go over well. And then Monday through Friday, 9 to noon, walking in the gym. You also have to pre-register for that, but that will be coming up February 1st. The email will go out tomorrow alerting everybody on that. We're excited about that. February 3rd, which I think is next week, Michigan Recreation Park Association is awarding us with an Innovative Program Award for the virtual parade. Excited about that. Thank you everyone who participated, including Lyle and Ruby Steinhardt and Jeff Asen. It's funny because we had a virtual parade, and I think everyone's like kind of used to the idea, but it is really very innovative. And I am 100% positive that Joe Biden stole my idea for his inaugural, but whatever. And the men's club auction is coming up, so we're getting started on making some plans for that. The next newsletter will cover May, June, July, and August. That will be hard copy mailed to everyone's home. The deadline for that is February 11th, so it's coming right up. So we really have to get a lot of things in place and a lot of guessing as far as COVID goes, but we've done it before, and I think we can do it again and offer some great programs to really benefit the community. Like I said, I did touch on a lot of things on here, but there are things I didn't touch on. If anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Very proud of what the department's been able to do during COVID.
Colette, first of all, I was one of the many participants in the December senior luncheon, and I just like to thank you very much for that. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
And the entertainment was the icing on the cake, but it was, the whole thing was very nice. On another note, you had said that the newsletter would be mailed out, but
Correct.
I believe I heard you, and maybe I didn't hear you correctly. I thought I heard you say that the 60s plus was going to be done online. Is that correct?
Well, not really. We are doing an issue because the 60 plus, the way that the 60 plus works is we have a contract with, it's called LPI, and LPI gets sponsors. So if you look in the back of your 60 plus, there's like 2 pages that are all ads that they get sponsors for. Those sponsors are like kind of, they feel like they want something to give to those sponsors. And because we have like basically broken our contract by not printing and not delivering to homes. They kind of are encouraging us to do a newsletter. So we're using it as it really is going to be almost the same as what was in the October, November, December newsletter, which is basically all resources. Almost the same, only we will use it as practice for Bridget, and it will be online, but it's not something that's going to homes. It's not something that you'll be missing out on by it only being online.
Well, what I would like to say is, am I correct? The purpose of this is to be directed at seniors?
Sort of.
Okay, because there are a lot of seniors that basically are allergic to the computer. That
You know what? We
either they
totally
don't
understand
have them,
that.
they don't know how to use them.
It's-
They
you know
do,
what?
but it's very limited. And I really think it is super important that if you are trying to get seniors information or to use something, there's nothing wrong at all with doing it online, but I think it's also very important that seniors get paper copies of anything that you want them to utilize.
We completely 100% agree and are not even going to advertise that it's online.
And if I can interrupt, in the past, if it's not been online, you can contact me. I'll print you a copy and drop it off at your house. If it's
No, it's not that I necessarily want a paper copy. What I'm saying is there are a lot of seniors that are not going to be aware of this at all if it's only online. I go online, I see things that are online. I'm not the senior that I'm talking for. I'm talking for the seniors that really do not use the computer, or they use it so little and it gives them heartburn basically to use it. In our Sunday Zoom this week, there were a couple people that were just having a lot of trouble using Zoom, using the computer, trying to get appointments for vaccines. And these are the people that are even on Zoom. So just imagine the people that don't access that because they're afraid to, or they don't have the computer, or they don't know how to use it.
So this is actually, I think you're preaching to the choir on this, because we don't have any plans to utilize this 60+ that's only online. It really is just a way to meet our contractual requirements.
It's not our typical
If
60
there's
plus.
information on there, resources that could be helpful for seniors, I would think that you would want to
It's
get the
actually
information to
It's
them.
replication, isn't it, of
Yes.
the content that was being
Yes.
put out at the end of last year? So there's nothing new here. This isn't new content in any way, shape, or form. I think it's just a administrative utility that you're just getting some practice, working through this piece and fulfilling the contract obligation. Is that understood correctly?
That is correct.
Okay.
I also would like to say that the 60+ newsletter, every piece of information in the 60+ is taken directly from the regular newsletter, the Hometown Herald. It's just all combined where it is just specifically for 60+.
Thanks a lot for the clarification, Colette.
I didn't hear you, Frank.
In that regard, I think that it's probably easier for a lot of seniors to see it in one place, that's all.
Okay.
But
All
when
right.
when will the Hometown Herald come out? Will it come out? at all
Mid-April.
the- Okay, but we're looking at homebound seniors. And you've got like walking in the gym. There should be new programs coming out through the county, through Beaumont. it would be useful if there could be a publication, and if there's a shortfall on money, I think that's one that the men's club would be very, very comfortable funding.
We've asked them before and that was not something they were interested in funding.
Then try the women's league.
I
feel like we're getting a
honestly,
little off scope here.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, I think the intent was largely to have the folks come and speak to what they're doing and their responsibilities and not necessarily have us pick at the minutia of what those are presently. So I thank everyone for coming and sharing those, what you're doing with us. And I think the next order of business on the agenda, Mary, it looks like a mission statement that we're working on.
Yep, that's what we were working on. I believe Kim presented that at the last meeting, or the idea of that.
So that's similar to the piece that Jeff had sent over before. Is that Kim had brought up previously? Oh, there it is.
Put it in the chat.
No, I just, we talked about it in the last meeting, but I was gonna try to draft something and just run it by you guys to mull over a little bit. So I just typed it into the chat. And so the intention of it is 2 points. One is just to stress the important, one second, my family's loud. Okay, there we go.
That's really good, Kim. That's really nice and succinct, I think.
So yeah, so you guys, I'm more than welcome to look it over and provide feedback. But the intention of it was two parts. One is to encourage people to support. I took some wording a little bit out of the city's proposal around equality and diversity, and I put some of those words in there. And then two, and my initial reason for this was I just wanted to encourage when people have things that they bring to the Parks and Rec department, that we remember that we're here to support the whole community. A lot of people have thoughts about what they want personally for themselves, and sometimes we forget about that. That it's really about, if there's a park, for example, that we're trying to figure out what to do with, we have to think about what's the best interest for the community as a whole. So that's kind of why I was thinking that if we had a mission statement, that we could point to that as we make decisions for the Parks and Rec. We think about, is this going to serve the whole community? And we have to keep in mind all ages, all genders, everything, all interests with and just I just thought this would be a helpful thing to use maybe.
Well, it's nice too, because it's a very light framework. It isn't like you're trying to have a lot of these different things you have to check off boxes. I mean, you can look at it and it's pretty holistic, and it's something that applies to everything we do fundamentally. So that's what I like about it.
Would there be any possibility of indicating all age groups in there?
Yeah, I thought about that, but then it's like opening the door on, if I wanted to just generally say, equality, diversity, inclusion, and those are like adjectives that kind of describe. I don't want to start saying all sexes, all ages, all races, all colors, all interests. So I thought maybe it was a little bit more generic. But I was thinking of ages too, because we had someone come to we had a number of issues last year that were brought to the board where parents felt like it was really important to focus on things for the kids, and then we were forgetting that the seniors are just equally as important to our community. So age groups was one of the things that drove me to think about this a little deeper, for sure.
Well, would all residents include all ages? I mean, all residents would encompass all ages.
Yeah, so I didn't want to specifically say ages, but that's really equity, inclusion, diversity, and all residents kind of refers to those things without coming out and saying that that's exactly what we're talking about.
I think it's really nice, Kim.
Yeah, I like it in broad strokes like that. Simple.
Okay, well, you guys can look it over a little bit more, and then we can decide if, we just want to, there's really not a lot we need to do with it, but other than just, we can, we put it in our minutes and have it on our the city webpage, where we have the things for all the committees, and just kind of point to this as a reminder to everyone to keep in mind, when you have an idea, think about everyone.
Is this something that we'd want to have a motion to adopt today, or do we want to see it on the next agenda to do that then? Anyone,
Whatever you.
any input on that?
Your choice.
I think if now that we see it, we have an opportunity to provide any feedback to Kim, and then if there's any requests for wordsmithing, and then we could approve it maybe in February.
That sounds good to me.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
It all started with Mary.
Ah!
No, that speech that you gave got me originally thinking about it way back when we went,
Wow.
yeah.
But I don't remember a thing I said, so I'm glad you were
It was
listening.
really good. It was really good. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Kim. Okay, Mary, I think it's back in your chair here for a department update.
Okay, I just have a few because everybody said everything that's going on. Just an update, the Reynolds Outdoor Fitness Project was approved as the auction item for the Men's Club auction this year. So we're looking to hopefully be able to go ahead with that. If all goes well, we'd like to be able to start in August. So we'll put an RFP out there with the notice that, it may have to be held back if the funds aren't garnered through the auction, but we're very optimistic that it will. We're looking for $40,000 to make the project go. So I think we will. Our preschool, our state licensed preschool has started. It started a few weeks ago. We have 12 kids in the 3-year-old class and 12 to 14 in the 4-year-old class, meeting in the mornings only. Latchkey, school starts Monday. Latchkey, we have about 13 kids after school that will be coming over. All grades, K through 5. As Gail mentioned, the railing has been installed and the gazebo has been enclosed with openings now created, so we do have better airflow. That's about all the new stuff I can think of. Yeah, because everybody else said everything that's going on in the department, you've got a great view from the actual people involved. So that's it from my end.
All right. As far as the next meeting, so we have the mission statement to take a look at and to get any comments on before then. Any other order of business that anyone like to raise for the next meeting?
Sorry, I just have a quick question, Mary. I noticed in Peasley Park, there had been the porta potty and then it was gone. Is that because of the change in weather?
Yeah, it wouldn't, yeah, it was a change of weather. And that's a discussion item, whether to bring it back in the spring. We can discuss that again too. There's pros and cons to what people think, but yeah, we'll discuss bringing it back.
Okay.
It was because of weather. We took it out of Reynolds also.
And by we, she means us because she won't be here.
Well, yeah.
I've been taking
That's
a
on you
lot
guys
of
now.
notes.
Frank, do you want to talk about the Zoom next Friday?
You probably have, I don't have material in front of me, so if you wouldn't mind leaving
That's
that,
fine.
that'd be great.
That's
I appreciate
fine.
it.
No problem. So next Friday is Mary's last day, which is absolutely unbelievable, as Weezy mentioned. And we do have a 4 o'clock Zoom kind of farewell party that we hope you will join us for. If you register, we can send you the link, or actually, if you just call the department, I can email it to you. But Jan is taking names, so she can just send one email out to everybody. So hopefully we'll see you next Friday.
That again is at 4 o'clock, you said, right?
Correct.
All right. All right, any other board member comments?
I just wanted to say something about Scotia Park. I know it gets mixed reactions. Every time I walk by there every day with my dog, and I always see people enjoying it, especially with the snow. That little hill.
Super pretty.
Oh, the kids are digging that hill. And
Yeah.
there's little kids going up and down it. And I've just seen people using the park. And I know it's different and it's not what people were used to before, but there's new and different purposes for it now that people are using. I talked about the little boy who was using that wall for his car, driving it around there. And I see people constantly enjoying it, sitting there having picnics and playing there. So I just wanted to point out that I really enjoy walking by there and seeing how the park's developing.
Alligator's kind of done a similar thing when the snow hits, because the toys have been gone from the sandboxes and stuff, and so it's kind of been quiet as far as kids most of the summer. But just going by there since the snow has fallen, it's like the kids are back, like, I can play at this park again. There's no trucks, but I can play. So it's very cool to see that as well.
Nice.
All right. Well, if there's no other business this evening, motion. Oh, sorry, Sheila.
Well, it's no business, but talking about the snow and the sand park.
Yeah.
If you have young kids, it's something for maybe the rec department, or if you have grandchildren, I pulled out my sand toys for the snow for my 2-year-old, and we made a sand castle out of a snow castle out of sand toys. It worked
Very cool.
the same way. So I had a lot of looks walking by when I was over in Berkeley. Wow, what are those? That's sand stuff. It works in the snow.
Shovels and pails.
Yeah,
We did some of
and
that.
so
We did some of that at Winterfest on Sunday. We had some sand toys and they work just as well with snow. Absolutely.
better actually, I think.
You're not a new grandmother, are you, Sheila?
Well, I have 2 now. You know that since the fall. So,
I'm just teasing. Your excitement is evident.
oh, just a little.
Excellent. Anyone else? All right, move to adjourn.
I move.
Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see a bunch of you on Friday at 4 o'clock.
Thank
I'll
you,
be
Frank.
there.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
Susie.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mary.
Welcome,
Thank you
Susie.
for
Yeah.
everything.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Welcome, Susie.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Harry, I just had a quick question.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so do I just email you the minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yep, that's it.
All righty.
You see, it's recording, so you can stop the recording.
I can't do anything on my thing
Oh.
at all, so I was just gonna tell you if you wanted to, there's something wrong and my thing has been frozen for the whole meeting. So you may have to end the meeting, but as soon as you end the meeting, it should end the recording. Bridget's back again, so maybe, is that right, Bridge? If
Right,
we,
yep. I was just gonna say that as soon as you end the meeting, it will stop the recording.
okay.
Hi, everyone.
Well, how do I end the meeting other than leaving the meeting?
It should say leave and then it will end the meeting for all.
Oh,
But I'm the
okay.
host still. I'm still on here as host and it's not letting me do anything.
Okay, so I'll try leaving the
Isn't
meeting.
it great, Jeff? this technology is fabulous.
Are you still up on participants?
We're telling the seniors, hey, you take care of the technology. Who's having the problems?
Yes, true, Jeff. Absolutely. Absolutely.
If I leave the meeting information, what if I hit meeting information? Is that something?
I don't, you know what,
I can try leaving the meeting and see if it says whatever you said it's supposed to say.
yes,
Are you
see what
still up
happens
on
and see
the
if,
Participant screen?
I have the participant screen is the only thing that I have seen in this meeting.
Can you make me the host and then I'll end it?
Oh,
for all?
you know what, let me try to do that. Okay, Bridget, you are now the host, so you should be able to end the meeting.
Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.
Nice to see you, Jeff.
Same here.
We may be on
Congratulations.
tomorrow.
Thank you.